Since the release of 2K24, we have been taught to believe that we cannot make two-way builds like we could in the previous 2Ks, and that is false. Now, after a couple months of playing the game, learning what badges matter, what badges work, and what attributes matter at what levels, what is the threshold, now I am able to, after 6'4", create my 7th one and continue to experiment. So today you guys will be getting the full build reveal of my two-way floor spacing slasher from the video that you guys seen yesterday as promised. But before we get into that, this video is sponsored by PrizePicks. Yesterday with this app, I placed an entry and posted it on Twitter, giving myself the possibility to win $1,000. And we actually won, as you can see. So this is the results of using PrizePicks and actually testing your basketball knowledge. If you actually watch and enjoy basketball, click the link in the description, download this app. Use code LaMonsta. Your first deposit will be matched up to 100%. But just think about that. Just like that, in one bet, I won $1,000, and you can too, only if you believe in your sports knowledge. So this video is straight into the builder. The previous video, if you guys want to see full gameplay on the build, I released that yesterday. Now you're getting straight the builder created from scratch. So we going point guard, of course. We're going 6'4". I repeat, this is my 7th 6'4" build. So I've been testing and critiquing and perfecting this build multiple times. So this is number 7. 6'4", 198, 7'1" wingspan is my go-to every time I create a 6'4" build. Now, each category we go to, if it's important, I will have a clip for it. Starting with driving layup. On any build and every single build I make, I choose layup over the dunks. Obviously, I can get dunks. All you need is a 70 dunk on this game to be able to complete dunk. So if you want dunk, cool. If that's your playstyle, just get 70 driving dunk. But me, from 80 to 85, any range from 80 to 85 so you can get Trae Young is the layup threshold. Me personally, I like 85, but on this build, I'm gonna get 84. Now here's the clips and the reasons why we go to 85 to 84 driving layup, because you can make 100% smothered layup, especially with floaters once you master the timing. So that is why we chose that layup rating if you guys never seen that before. With shooting builds, if you struggle with shooting, if you somebody who literally can't shoot, I can't shoot so I don't need it, you can start making your builds with mid-range. This is like a secret thing where you get like mad badges and then just lower your 3-ball. But I don't need to because I can shoot. If you guys put on my jumper while making this build, you'll be fine. So me, I'm going with my same threshold every single time so I could get agent 3s at least on silver, but still be able to play a little bit of defense. 87, so 85 to 87 is a good threshold for 3-point shot. Now, as you can see, these type of shots that I take, with only a 87 3-ball, I am catching and fading from half court on Hall of Fame difficulty, not even just in like the rack or on like some rookie difficulty. That is Hall of Fame, bro. So that shows you that 87, that 85 and above is a crazy threshold for just shooting threes, period. Now, my free throw isn't as important on this build because I'm not planning to play 5v5 with it, but I can, and you guys already see me do it, and I can still make these free throws, but it's not important for this build when I'm trying to get all of this defense. Next, we got pass accuracy. Now, I know a lot of people do 70, which I feel like is way too low. Then you got 75, but 77 is the perfect medium for a high pass accuracy. You can pick Sabonis pass style, which is the best, but then you're also giving yourself needle threader to at least add some like pass get through the defenses with needle threader so the passes won't be as bad or as slow. So I like to get needle threader. I stop at 77. Now, of course, the most important category, which is the ball handle, of course, that threshold again is either 92 or 95 when you're making a 6'4" and under. Because I'm doing a two-way and because I want a whole lot of defense, I am sacrificing using the Steve Francis signature style and just settling for 92. It is worth it because of how much defense I'm going to get. Now, every single build, we're going with 90 speed with ball no matter what, because that is Kyrie's dribble style. Now we come down to interior defense. Now, from my experience, like I told y'all, after making 7, this is the 7th 6'4", I had interior maxed out, I had interior completely gone before, and I pretty much noticed the same results. In this game, as long as you hands up or just jump, your interior don't have to be maxed out like this. It literally doesn't. But I have builds with it at 69 and I feel like I get the same result. So on this build, I decided to drop it. So with perimeter defense, my most recent build only had like maybe that I use a pro, like a 61 perimeter, but now I am going with 87 perimeter defense. And I would stop at 85, but I do 87 so I could get this badge, which is Challenger. Improve the effectiveness of well-timed contested shots against perimeter shooters. I think that is needed in this game because people making a lot of crazy contests after these recent shooting patches. So if I'm gonna be guarding ball and they gonna shoot up some wild shots, I want to at least have Challenger on goal. Now here's why we got the high perimeter. Believe it or not, normally when my lockdowns see someone who can dribble, like once they start doing like a behind the back move, my lockdowns whole play style change. They start to get nervous, and you can see with this build, I'm guarding my own ball, bro. So I'm playing offense and defense. I don't have to rely on nobody else defense to, you know, hope he play good, and I'm just sitting in the corner hoping that I get a stop. We getting our own stops. And I also want to mention this build, once it's fully completed, you guys create it can be used on the 2s court as well as the 1s court. Now this weekend we have 2v2 rush and 1v1 rush, so you guys are going to be able to see this build this weekend playing 1v1s and 2v2s. It's gonna be lit. Another reason why I created this build, and you see, look, I'm locking people up, bruh. Now my steal rating, of course, you guys know for pretty much all the game modes, the threshold on this game, as long as you reach 99, you could just poke the ball loose like crazy in this game. Literally just unlimited plucks. The only place I've ever seen 91 steal not be as effective is Pro-Am. You still get steals, but not like Park, not like Rec, not like other modes. So a 91 in actual Pro-Am or Hall of Fame, I feel like it's a little bit less. You probably gotta reach a little more accurate. You probably gotta use right stick ripper, but 91 is the threshold I get on every build. Now we go to the blocking threshold where I'm getting snatch blocks. You guys see me getting snatch blocks and just unlimited blocks with this build, literally. And people literally, when I'm playing, they always ask, what is your block rating? How are you getting that? 70 is the threshold. You could put 70 on any build. You could put it on your centers, your power forward. 70 is just literally the perfect block. And then I end it off. I'll normally get like a 70 rebound, but I'm gonna stop at 68 because like the attributes gotta balance out. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. I could get 70 if I stopped at 85, but it's only gonna allow, I had to sacrifice 2 points, which is the same thing basically, to get that gold challenger on this build. Now of course you got to make your speed 86 so you can get gold speed booster. Now we at the acceleration category. Does acceleration matter? Yes. Do you need it to be super high? No, you can still dribble without it, but I'm going to show you guys 2 different builds with a high acceleration and a low acceleration, and you guys tell me if you see the difference doing the same dribble moves back and forth. So you guys can also do this test for yourself. I created 2 custom created players, one with a 73 acceleration, the other with the 89 acceleration. And for me personally, 89 and above is the only way I can see a difference. But obviously if you get 89 acceleration on a build, you won't be getting all the other stats that I'm getting with a high layup and super high defense. It will be a total different build. Not saying you can't do it, but 89 is pretty high and a crazy sacrifice on your build just for it to look similar anyway. So this is the Kyrie dribble style with 73 acceleration. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all see that speed? Get this dribble speed in y'all heads. I'm just gonna keep speed boosting. Y'all see that? Look how it runs. Now we're gonna switch to the 89 acceleration. All right, here we go. Like, I can kind of see the difference, but in reality, to sacrifice and get more points, look at the speed difference. It's not that crazy. And on builds, y'all not going to be getting 89 and above acceleration anyway. The most people get is 83. Now, I could definitely confirm 83 and 73 is exactly the same. There's no movement difference. That's why I kept testing moving up higher. Like, yo, I gotta feel a difference at some point in acceleration, and you do. For me personally, I think it's 89 and above. So unless you're getting 89 on your build, don't put acceleration on. If you're not getting 89, 90, don't put it on. But as you can see, the side by side is your opinion. Y'all look at the last clip, y'all look at the clip I just did. They pretty much the same though. And just for the people who probably be like, how we know you got different accelerations, I'll go to the actual build. We're gonna skip down to acceleration. You see 89 is on the max, and then we go to the minimum one. Let me look at the player card. Let's scroll down to the acceleration so you can actually see that they're both were 2 different. Look, that was a 73 and they were literally just moving the same. Let me hop on minimum one more time. One more time. Make sure I ain't bugging. One more time. Like, look. Like, yeah, it's a difference, but reality, it's still the same. I'ma pretty much do the same thing, bro. Like literally the same. So like I said, for the two-way, I am settling for 73 acceleration. You guys seen I tested 73 and 89. Yes, it is a difference, but if I was to try to get 89 acceleration on this build, I'm not getting all of that defense I added. Like the whole build is going to change. The most I would really be able to get is probably 83, and I can confirm, like I said it before, 73 and 83 is exactly the same. So don't get acceleration too high unless you're getting 89 and above. I repeat, 89 and above. Can't continue without showing y'all how messed up the build would be if I try to get high acceleration. But first, let me complete the build and I'm gonna come back. So you see the strength is 50. We're going with that because that's how we can get silver clamps. If you wasn't getting clamps on any of your guard builds, just put the strength on 35, 30, however low it can go, bro. You don't need strength on guard builds. I'm only getting strength because of silver clamps. Now, previously I was afraid to do it. I would normally get like 60, 63 strength so I could get physical handles. I thought I needed that to dribble and get by people, but you don't need physical handles. I repeat, you don't need physical handles on a guard build, but because it's a defensive build, I need the strength to get clamps. You end it off with 60 vert to get chase down block, and of course finish it off with 99 stamina, and we get the official two-way in the build name. I don't really like floor spacing slasher on just like with nothing on it, but the fact that it got two-way is what really made me want this build. So we got two-way floor spacing slashes. That is the build. Now again, like I said, I can't just talk about look, we're complete now. Now how would I be able to do all of this and get high acceleration? You can't, bro. Look, I can't do nothing. I'll sacrifice my 3-point. I had to take my layup down to 80, and let's see how much acceleration they let me get. Look, even still with that little sacrifice, can I at least get 83? Even still with that little sacrifice, I can only get 83, bro. I'll have to probably completely get rid of my rebound. Let me see. Let me get my pass accuracy back. What it goes to. Look, still 84. So what I'm trying to say is I can't even reach the threshold where I personally feel a difference, which I said is 89 and above. So it's literally pointless to even try to get that on the build, period. You just ruin it, bro. You're better off keeping all of these stats and you basically still dribble exactly the same. But at least y'all got to see that. Look, I had to sacrifice 3-point rating, layup rating, just to try to get that acceleration high, bro. But if you guys enjoyed this video, I hope you did, the in-depth breakdown. Let me know in the comments what you think, and definitely comment on that acceleration. When y'all see me going side to side, did you guys even see a difference, or did it look the same to y'all? Now let me know what y'all think. But it's your boy LaMonsta. Like, comment, subscribe, and we out of here.